Hi, welcome to Mommas and Manny's. I'm your host, Trina. This is a short form podcast for mamas that are looking for a quick burst of me time. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button and share this with another mama. As always, we're going to go ahead and start the episode off with a motivational quote. This part of the week, we're actually going to do two quotes because I saw two quotes that I had to grab and that I love. The first one says, I am one of a kind and no one can replace me. Again, that quote says, I am one of a kind and no one can replace me. The second quote says, I deserve to prioritize myself over anyone else. I think that is a great definition of self-care. And it says, I deserve to prioritize myself over anyone else. So definitely think about both of these quotes during the rest of this week while you're having your fun self-care, while you're having fun activities with your kids to finish off the summer, or depending on where you live at, you may have a month of summer left. If you live like here in Metro Atlanta, school is starting back this week, and for some school systems next week. But guess what time it is? It's mama time. This week's mama time, we are going to finish out week 10. I think we're on we got to be further along in week 10, but we're going to finish out this week with days 61 to 64. This is going to take us all the way to Sunday if you're doing every day. Day 61 says, go to a pottery painting studio. This is something fun. We still have, what we have is the pottery painting studios. But another great option, I don't know if this is going to come up later in the 100 days. If you don't have pottery painting, maybe you can do those paint and sip type classes where everybody's painting the same picture. But the pottery, I think, is something great, especially if you can go to the ones where they already have something created or already have something. I'm gonna go with created. That way, if you take your kids, they can do something small. Like, you don't have to buy a big item for them to do. You can always do something really small, inexpensive. Each one of your kids can have their own thing. Or if you want to, you could do something that maybe your kids can do together. I know when me and my husband first started dating, first few years into dating, we did a vase and we actually still have it now. I think one of my daughters ended up putting like a small chip in it, but we actually still have it. We have flowers in it, fake flowers. And then at first we did just like a towel. And that's kind of boring. We actually still have the towel too. But the vase is something really nice, something memorable that you can keep around. So maybe let's say if you have two little girls, you can do a vase, then they can always change out the flowers in it. Or if you have two little boys, maybe they have like a tennis shoe or something like that. That's fun for little boys. Or if all your kids want to do something, you just have to look and see what they have that is very centered towards, kids for a family. So that's day 61, go to a pottery painting studio. Day 62, have a photo scavenger hunt. It says take photos of items on a list around your home or neighborhood and then try to go look for them. So this would be, let's say you want to do this with your kids. It may take some pre-planning. If you guys want to do the photo scavenger hunt, maybe like on a Thursday or Friday or something like that, you may have to get out mama on Monday, take a few pictures around the neighborhood or around your yard, depending on how old your kids are, to make it even more fun, even more relaxing for you. If you have older kids that are able to take pictures, get them to go out a day or two ahead and take the pictures. Maybe just one child take pictures of certain things, then your other child take a picture of other things. That way you won't know where any of the stuff is, and like one of the kids will only know where something is. So everybody can kind of be like a leader at the time. Your pictures you show to them and vice versa. Your kids show to you. that makes it really more of a scavenger hunt. That's something also good that you can do with another mom and take pictures of your yard or things around your house, depending on if you want to play inside or outside, and then get her and her kids to come around and look and see if they can find those items. That is day 62. Have a photo scavenger hunt, and it says take photos of items on a list around your home or neighborhood, and of course try to look for those. I think that's even something good if you wanted to go to like a cute little downtown area, take some pictures of some stuff, or if you don't want to go in advance, let's say it's a little bit further out, look up pictures online, get those pictures, save them to your phone, and then you guys go look for that stuff. So that's also a good twist on that. You can do it around your home, in your neighborhood, or you can find like a cute downtown city that you can look around and see what you can find in that scavenger hunt. Day 63, visit a trampoline park. Now, depending on your kids, you may be tired of a trampoline park. I've actually never been to a trampoline park. Usually my kids go on the weekend for like parties, and since I work on the weekend, my husband has had the honor of going to all the trampoline parks where they have parties. So I've actually never been. It looks like my kids always have a great time when they do go. So if you're not sick of the trampoline park, I definitely would recommend doing that. If you are tired of it, maybe y'all can go somewhere else. Maybe like just an indoor playground or something like that. Because I know some kids just love them. They want to go all the time. And you're kind of like, oh, a trampoline park again. Oh, me. So excited. So with that one, you can have some free range. Of course, as with all the days, just depends on if you are trampoline park out or if you want to do something else. Leave a comment. Let me know what would be a great alternative to an indoor trampoline park. And then finally, we have day 64, which is go to a children's theater performance. Now here, I know we have like the Center for Puppetry Arts, where they put on plays. One of my daughters went there for a family reunion, for a field trip. And it was actually really fun. Let me see if I'm trying to think, do we have a children's theater here in the area? When I Googled children's theater, Center for Puppetry Arts came up. This is Metro Atlanta. Oh, Alliance Theaters. We've never been to Alliance Theater. They have one called Off Broadway Children's Theater, Georgia Ensemble Theater, and On the Stage Children's Theater. So there actually are a few great places around. I think that's something good, especially if you want to take your kids to, if they want to see, let's say you have a child that's interested in theater and you want to show them what they do. That's something to give them that experience. You can always maybe before or after the show see if they have where your child can participate in a theater production, like what they need to do, what cost, if any, is associated with that. That way your child can start out slowly. Because I know sometimes our kids may say they want to do something, then they start doing it and it's like, oh, I didn't know it was going to be that much work. So comment below, let us know what children's theaters you have in your area. That way, again, other moms can know where to go depending on the city that they live in. I want to make this more of a community where you're leaving comments, letting other moms know. And you don't have to be like, girl, I live in Metro Atlanta off of Moreland, blah, blah, blah. You don't have to do that. You can say, hey, I'm in the Augusta area. I live in Evans or whatever, and we have a children's theater up here. Or you could say, hey, I'm from Macon and we have a children's theater over here on the north side when you first come in from 75. You don't have to give all the details, but just something very general so other moms will know, hey, this is where I could take my kids. What a great idea. Those are your days 61 to 64 to go ahead and round out this week. Day 61 is go to a pottery painting studio. Day 62, have a photo scavenger hunt. Remember, this could be at home, in the neighborhood, or a cute downtown city. Next, we have day 63, visit a trampoline park. Day 64, our final day for this week, is go to a children's theater performance. I think you will enjoy. If you're able to do all the days, that would be great. If you can only do one of the days, go to our Instagram at Mommas and Manny's, tag us, leave us a picture. That way we can see what you're up to, how much fun you're having with your kids. Or if you want to do this stuff on your own, I would probably say all these, except the children's theater. You don't want to go to the children's theater performance by yourself. That may be a little walking a thin line there. But you can do the pottery painting, the photo scavenger hunt, and visit a trampoline park. You can do that just by yourself or with another group of moms if y'all want to leave your kids behind. I think this is one of the great things about the 100 days of fun self-care. It can be just you. It can be a group of moms. It can be you and your kiddos, or it can be you, another mom, and everybody kiddos. This is what makes the 100 days of fun self-care so great, so special. So remember to follow us on our social medias at Mommas and Manny's, and to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can find us everywhere you can hear your podcasts. We would love to hear your comments, what you're doing, what you're not doing. If it's something where you're like, I'm not going to no indoor trampoline park, I've had enough, I am tired of those, I would love to hear that too. So remember that me time is essential and it is never selfish. Have a great week, Mama.